Hi everyone, I'm Marina Goncharenko, a realtor in Florida. And today I'm going to give you a tour of Melbourne, the harbor city, and all along the Space Coast of Florida. The Florida Space Coast is located in the middle of the state along the Atlantic Ocean. It takes up about 70 miles of the coastline between the Kennedy Space Center and down to the Sebastian Inlet. The largest city along the coast is Melbourne, with a population of about 85,000. The city is still at the top of the list for cities with the shortest commute times and affordable housing in Florida. We will start our tour downtown. Downtown is a historic area that hasn't seen too much change over the last few decades. East New Haven Ave is the main street with a big concentration of restaurants and shops. There are many wall murals that add a very nice touch. For the most part, it's a pretty traditional downtown with a few government, hotel, medical, and residential buildings. On the Indian River, we have a few condominiums, a boat ramp, and the Melbourne Yacht Club. Crane Creek provides a charming harbor that houses many sailboats. Across the bridge is a barrier island, 40 miles long, made up of different towns and neighborhoods. Directly across Melbourne is the town of Indy Atlantic, and just south is Melbourne Beach. These areas are very populated with mostly residential homes and only a few smaller condominiums throughout, mostly along the shore. The homes are different styles and sizes, with a mix of older and newer homes. The historic Melbourne Beach Pier extends into the Indian River and sits right next to the community center and park. The beach is the main attraction here. There are large sections to park along the roads, like Wavecrest Ave, and further south are smaller beach parking lots, some near the ocean parks. All along Fifth Ave and Ocean Ave are different restaurants, shops, and businesses catering to the island. South of Melbourne Beach, we have 15 miles of different neighborhoods, sanctuaries, parks, and preserves until we get to the Sebastian Inlet. This part of the island is the most secluded and quiet. The Sebastian Inlet is a big deal since it's the only usable inlet on the entire Space Coast. On the north side of the inlet is a large park along the beach and river. On the south side is the Sebastian State Park and Campground. 12 miles south is Vero Beach and the Treasure Coast. Road A1A is very scenic and laid back, making it perfect for bikers. Around the inlet are several fishing piers. Boats are highly recommended. The Indian River is 121 miles long and often up to 2 miles wide. There are many islands perfect for hanging out and exploring. There are even some residential islands like Grant Farm Island, a 50-acre island developed as a vacation island playground. All along the river are homes with docks throughout the Space Coast. There are also very many boat ramps, making it very convenient to own a boat for those living on the mainland, as the boat ramp is typically only a few minutes away from your home. Seven miles north of Melbourne Beach is the second entry point to the island that brings us to Indian Harbour Beach. This area is a bit more commercial, with several shopping plazas and more businesses. The coast has a mix of large homes and condominiums. This is the widest part of the island, and there are many ball fields and parks among different neighborhoods. In the middle of the Indian River is another residential community on Merritt Island. This island has a large number of mango trees and grand estates. The island is very narrow at the south end and gets much wider at the north end and has a population of about 35,000. The island is about 20 miles long and runs right into the Kennedy Space Center in Port Canaveral. Port Canaveral is a cruise, cargo, and naval port. It's one of the busiest ports in Florida, with millions of vacationers passing through on different cruise liners. The area also attracts those who enjoy the different rocket launches and anything else space-related. South of the port is Cape Canaveral. Cape Canaveral has a lot more hotels and attractions, catering to the many visitors. Just south is a very colorful place, Cocoa Beach. Cocoa Beach is a surf town and is home to the largest Ron Jon surf shop in the world, having about 2 million visitors a year. The Florida Surf Museum is next door, and it seems that there is a surf shop on every corner. The area hosts many surf events and festivals, and everything is themed around surfing and space. The population of Cocoa Beach is about 11,000. The southern part of Cocoa Beach is pretty residential, and further south is the Patrick Space Force Base. There are many beaches along the coast, offering something for everyone. Thank you for watching, and I hope this gave you a really good idea of what the Space Coast has to offer. And if you would like my help with any of your real estate needs, my contact information will be down in the description below.